Hey y'all, so today I want to talk to y'all about leaning on certain things in life, like looking at certain things in life as a crutch. So when we think about stuff like that, we often think about like alcohol or like drugs, and we don't think about other things that it could be. You could be addicted to eating unhealthy. You could be addicted to intercourse. You could be addicted to like there's so many things, But what makes something a crutch? What makes something that you're addicted to is the emotion behind it. If you find that you're doing something so that you can run away from what you feel, if you find that you're doing something so that you can escape being in a certain energy, you know what I mean? And when you're in that energy, you feel like you're literally like about to crumble and you just can't take it. Doing something so that you can numb yourself is leaning into something that is a crutch, something that is addictive to you. Addiction is not always about, getting that like, itchy, tingly feeling. It's about running from your problems, using something to run from your problems, from your emotional problems. Um, there's good things that you can do that can make you feel better and redirect your energy. And then there's other things that it's like, okay, without this, I know that I'm going to feel like this. And that is what makes it an addiction. That's what makes it a crutch for you to lean on. Taking that thing away and feeling like you're no longer going to be able to be a happy being means that it's an addiction. And a lot of people don't realize that. So um, the hard things, the straight up unhealthy things, they're not the only addictions that you can have. Um, Anything that is literally just a cushion to avoid healing, to avoid tapping in and doing that inner work, that is considered an addiction. That's considered a crutch that you're leaning on. So just take a moment to kind of think about what that might look like for you, because everybody's different. You know what I mean? Like everybody's different. But there shouldn't be anything that you're really using to numb yourself so that you won't feel a certain emotion, whatever that entails. Like you have to get to the root of the problem so that you can just, be able to do what you like freely. If you're doing something because it's trying to cover up a certain feeling or a certain emotion, then that means that that's trauma that you haven't tapped into. That's trauma that you haven't healed. I'm not going to get on here and tell you specifically how to handle your trauma because I don't know your specific situation. But you, as a person, have to look at your situation and you have to assess what trauma looks like to you because it's different for everybody. But until you do that and you just keep putting that band-aid over that big gaping wound that you have inside, things are not going to get better. There's no magic wand. It takes change and it takes accountability for you to realize that you're a little bit in your own way. And it's valid for you to feel the way that you feel. But you want to get up out of that after a while. You don't want to lay in that and be like, okay, this is just how I am. This is how you're allowing yourself to be. Whether it takes therapy or, therapy and other things, you have to take those moments to be like, okay, I got to make a change because I want to see better. You got it. You just got to take that initiative. You got to take that step. But you never want to be leaning on something so much that if you don't have that one day, you just feel like the world is ending. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about.